Welcome back to another FulCom coffee break. It's good to have you with us today or tomorrow or next week, whenever it is you choose to watch this video. I have a theory, and it is a theory that I have seen played out in reality, so I think my theory is pretty accurate. And that theory is that teachers and administrators are absolutely the worst students on the planet. They're the worst. Now I know this because, or at least I've developed this theory because of my own actions as a teacher and an administrator, and from my time spent as a professional development speaker. Teachers, even those places where they want to go, not just the places where they're required to go, but even the places where they want to go. Teachers and administrators, I look around the room and they're all doing exactly what I've done. And that is they're text messaging somebody on their phone. And especially an administrator, your job is never done. There's always somebody from the school interrupting you. I get that. They're interrupting me. I understand it. But also we're checking email. We're reading news articles. We're catching up on Twitter. Obviously, if it's a KCS production, we're not worried too much about Facebook because it's buried deep into the dark web. But a lot of the kinds of things that irritate us as teachers in the classroom, not paying attention, being on your phone, watching Netflix, playing chess, in a text message chat in Google Docs, all of those things that kids are doing that irritate us, we do those very kinds of things, and yet we don't see anything wrong with that. Now, I have tried over time, I have tried to be better because I have developed this theory and I am pointing the finger directly at me. I have tried to be better. I can tell you that it is not a perfect solution to try to be better. But as you move forward, as you continue down this path in your chosen field, I would encourage you, when you are in a professional development situation, whether you chose to be there or whether you were required to be there matters not. I would encourage you to try to be the best student possible. Even if it means that out of a 90-minute sit and get session with 532 slides on a screen, all in 10-point font that you can't read, if you pay attention, there may be something in there that becomes very, very important to the future of your teaching. And if you're not paying attention, you will miss it. Now, I'm also a professional development speaker, and I have spoken at FETC, I've spoken at Leader U for PET, I have spoken at a number of discovery education events, and the room is filled with teachers and administrators. And it is incumbent upon me in that time to be as interesting as possible, to offer information as clearly as possible, and to make sure that if I do put something up on the screen, there's only just enough there to make them have to listen to me to really get why it's there. So, I have this, I joke about having this 10-word rule that I try to live by. Never more than 10 words on a slide. And I got that because of being a very, very bad student at at professional development times, because if I could walk into a room and there was a printout of every single slide from the session, double-sided, 6 or 9 slides on a page, and I could glance at that and know in advance what the speaker was going to tell me, there was no point in me sticking around. I would pick up the piece of paper and I would go to another session, and then I got 2 sessions at one time. And so I would encourage you as teachers in your classroom to be alert to when students are not being the best students they could be, but also encourage you to present the material in such a way that requires them to pay attention to you to fully understand what's going on, as much as possible. I know that's not always possible. And you say, well, Tim, that's easy for you to say, you're retiring. Yep, it's very easy to say. It's not so easy to live. That's why it's an encouragement, and we'll see you next time.